broadcast that one.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game to go up with people that you like.
That's one of those games where the clip feature in Twitch is real nice.
Yes, it's true. Actually, yeah, there was the recent release of the clips thing from the Spelunky community. That video that Tic Tac is heavily featured in. Let's see if I can post it in chat.
Yeah, that's a great video. Yeah, so the Spelunky community is great because they've got someone that they send clips to, and he categorizes them and makes a video out of it. It's a good time.
Here it is. It is a very good time. All right, we should be about ready to go here. Sorry about the downtime. Oh, Spelunky 2. Oh.
Yeah, well,
I can only have so much hype.
We've been told later this year.
It is later this year. Come on. Ravenous. All right, here we go. Oh, I should put their scores up if they have them. Give me a moment.
JPed, evtet, Eleriz, and Captpiplup.
Captpiplup. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but you know what? That's totally fine. At least it's just not a bunch of numbers.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of the names that have like the little X and the capital X and then the name.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
C in the center of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the sort of triple X Vin Diesel start and finish, but with Dragon Slayer or something in it.
Oh yeah.
Some black metal
Speaking
name.
of Dragon Slayer, Red Dragon down and Leprechaun down.
Nice. Ooh, we got the safest of the glass weapons. Evtet grabbing that. Ooh, is this a potion? It is not a potion. It was a fake potion, lol.
It's a lie.
What a waste of a bomb. All right.
Potion's a lie.
Hey, we got a big dig, though. Ooh, and JPed's got that 2 damage gold cat. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, no. And that is a dead Captpiplup there, taking a hit with that long... Glass longsword is the safest of the glass weapons.
JPed gets a gold kill. Good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
And JPed playing well and happy with this weapon. He's going to go for the purple and takes the...
I'd say evtet and JPed like side by side. This is good.
Yeah, they're close. Oh, that is a really good shop. I would even... I would consider taking the Ring of Darkness there just to steal the shop. It's a bad play, but I would consider it. This boss shrine isn't great, but you better bomb it because you're going to get your value out of it that way. Go with the Glong, or not the Glong, the Old Faithful. +1 damage. Evtet's going to swap out away from that cat, maybe not quite as comfy, similar to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, in that situation with the damage that's provided from the longsword, I probably would have done the same, especially if I don't have armor yet. Cat gets me killed.
Yeah, we got 2 racers sticking with their cats, different ones too. It's long, yeah, no.
But it's interesting how strategies and dynamics change, right? Most racers who are familiar with the game, the definitely cat all the way, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't take a titanium longsword unless you were way ahead or something like that.
But the titanium longsword, it allows you to know that my damage is focused. It's in front of me.
That's true.
Although, that's when you become real familiar with snagging.
Mm-hmm. We got Eleriz and evtet pretty much neck and neck here. JPed with a pretty solid lead already into Zone 3. And on the salty run back, Captpip is going to upgrade their longsword. I guess pseudo upgrade. Make it safe. Switch an Old Faithful away from the Glong. It's a 1 damage down because they also picked up that strength charm. So really 1 damage down, but won't break. That's pretty good. And JPed now has full hearts. Nice.
That's a lot of hearts. Yeah, if you're not gonna have armor, have a lot of hearts.
Yeah. Ooh, and a Shrine of Peace. You know, I don't know. What would you do here, there, Papa Neat? You see a Shrine of Peace with JPed. It's a tough call.
I go for the better dagger.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The dagger might be the play, but I like the Ring of Peace too. It's super duper crazy strong. And that is what JPed's going to do. I think that is the faster play. the Ring of Peace, so making those speedrun strats.
Peace. Well, okay, so yeah, so if you have 2 damage, right, and then you go peace, then you don't have to worry too much about the mini bosses, right?
This is true.
You can still take them down real quick, so there's that argument for sure.
And that is definitely the pawnbroker. JPed's gonna avoid that. And again, evtet and Eleriz still neck and neck. I love it. This has been a really fun battle between those two off the top there. Captpiplup has been making gains as well. 3 of our racers on 3-1. JPed going a lot faster than each of them. JPed really choosing the fast strats and playing them confidently. So we're seeing some high-level play from JPed.
Yeah, I would say a lot of the choices JPed is making is probably not choices I would make, mostly because he seems to be a lot more confident with going fast. Which that's the next step you get into, right? You play comfortable, and then you start getting to the point where you have to manage that comfort with going faster.
Let me take us down. We'll have a Condor historical moment. There was a racer named Mame. She was from Japan and unbelievably good. She came out of nowhere and thrashed the competition. This was a time of North American dominance in Necrodancer. Mame came out of nowhere, and I remember Jacket Games and all the classic Necrodancers scared of Mame. She was super duper good. I watched her stream quite a bit because she was really good to watch, and she showed me what it means to play with confidence. And that was a lesson that I took from her when watching her play as Melody. And I learned that for me, playing Melody, it was like manage the swarms, make sure you kill everything so you don't get surrounded, because getting surrounded is death in Melody. And her play to just push through and find the holes and play with such confidence really taught me a lot. And so I think that that's something to sort of keep in mind, is that it is a mental shift. It's something that you have to transition in your mind. Like, I am going to play more confidently here. And as you practice that, you get better and better and make less and less mistakes. And so there's quite a few ways that you have to, as a racer, actively try to do something to improve your play. One of those is play with confidence, and another one is something we talked about earlier, which is widening your scope, making sure you're paying more attention, like opening up what you're paying attention to, not always staring at just your character.
So I'm at a point right now in my gameplay where I feel like I'm getting super comfortable with all the enemy types. I just need to start pushing out of my comfort zone. And the comfort zone started with, okay, take more trapdoors. But the next is, even though you see an item that looks like it might be better, in some situations, it's probably best to just keep going. You gotta get out of that mindset of, I gotta get everything. Right?
Yes, minimize your shopping. It's
with full hearts, with a potion that didn't get used.
Oh no, evtet!
Oh my gosh!
evtet getting hit by a spider, was setting that up, just didn't see the spider on the wall. Oh, evtet was keeping up with Eleriz. It was super close. That's too bad. Meanwhile, JPed, it's 7.5 minutes and he's in the Necrodancer. This is insane. JPed really used this run well. Yeah, trying to keep your build a little bit more minimal for speed matters. Anytime you go out of the way, think about all that, like how many seconds that adds to your time.
And I think one of the things that really shows it too, right? You've got Eleriz with Squega, you've got Captpiplup with the full plate, and then you have JPed has no armor at all.
Yeah, it just has the shin guards.
And that's one of the things I see with the high level players is I would have made decisions that would have put me down the route of having Squega or full plate at this point.
Yeah.
But the fast racers, they say, well, okay, armor's not in this run for me then. Keep pushing.
GG JPed. Was that sub 8? Oh, just over 8. That's insane. Well done, JPed. JPed confidently setting themselves up for round 2 with 8 points coming out of round 1. Solid.
Yeah. So next up, we've got Eleriz. Just defeated the conga line.
Yeah. Moving on to Zone 5, has the somewhat rare weapon, the Cutlass. It's a nice, safe weapon. Not the fastest, though. It's essentially kind of a longsword, but longswords do splash damage in heavy air quotes. It is splash damage, sort of, I guess. You can call it that.
I would say that
that was awesome, JPed.
Having played the game when it first released and then coming back to amplify, these zones were fun. I liked the swap up that it did. Oh, evtet down again.
evtet down. Zone 4 and Zone 5?
Yeah, Zone 4 and Zone 5. I like what maybe that's why I appreciate the music more in Zone 4. I don't know. But it was fun to come back to the game, see the changes they made. A lot of things were missing, some things were added. But I think overall it's made for an enjoyable experience coming back. There was a lot of content to explore.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and Zone 4 is also a direct response to the community, which is cool. A lot of the decisions made about the design of Zone 4 were related to how people were playing Zones 1 through 3. And that's actually somewhat true with Zone 5 as well. Although I think Zone 5 was more conceptual. Zone 4 was like, how do we undermine the currently overpowered items? And so that's what they did. The flail got nerfed. Yeah, JPed's doing really well here. Flexing on the competition. Got a bit of a swarm here for Capt. Handles it though.
I'm seeing. Do most people try to do lures on
Necrodancer?
Yeah, the Necrodancer fight. Here?
Yes.
Okay.
Lures are objectively correct, so learning to do them is the right call. And I would say yes. If you're not doing them, it's a mistake. You need to practice them.
Right.
Not to be too critical, but it is.
I'm a mistake.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be critical. I'm just saying.
No, and I like information like that.
Yeah, there's no reason to not do them. You're just slowing down your fight if you don't.
Did we gain some speed doing that? I don't know. But it was a win nonetheless.
GG.
It worked. It worked out of 10. I like it.
It worked out of 10.
You need to use that more often.
I like it.
Wind spell.
All right, Blackheart, thanks so much for the raid. Captpip on to the Necrodancer fight. We got 2 wins now. Eleriz taking third. Looks like the SpaceX launch is about to happen. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. That's another thing that's way off topic, but space is awesome. I love it. I've loved it since I was a little kid, and if you guys can pull up another stream, I would say watch that.
I may have it on another stream right now because I love space so much. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, and Captpip only has a heart and a half. It's a little scary, but does have the big armor.
So I want to hear from you, Elad. What makes this space launch? What's unique about this for you?
I think it's the first time that humans have been on SpaceX launch, right? That's pretty crazy. GG.
Yeah.
So Captpip taking it. Yeah, as a Canadian, I'm a little bit less into the American everything, but
Yeah. I think it's a world effort for sure. evtet is lost.
Yeah, it looks like evtet's maybe